Ready to go!
One of the topics I wanted to discuss today is tanking or laying your arm down in a tournament, deliberately losing to gain yourself an advantage later in the tournament. I was talking about this with a couple of the guys in the club the other day, and we had a little bit of back and forth. I am completely against people laying down deliberately losing. I think it's a manipulation of the rules to give yourself an unfair advantage over your opponent. That you Well, the idea, let me discuss the idea first. So you've got a tournament, you've got a double elimination. That means you can lose twice. Oh, sorry, you lose once and you're still in the tournament. You go to the loser side of the tournament, and you can continue in the loser side of the tournament. If you lose a second time, obviously you're eliminated. The strategy that people use is rather than working their way through the winner's side of the tournament against really difficult opponents, they might lose an early match, go into the losers bracket, and beat the easier people all the way up to the finals, and then, theoretically beat the opponent from the winner's side who has had really difficult matches. It's a manipulation of the rules. A lot of people do it for their teammates, so that they can give their teammates an advantage going into the finals. This doesn't do good things for sports. It is not good to see. It's frustrating to watch as a fan, and you'll find most major sports will have some sort of rule implemented where this sort of thing cannot take place. And we saw it in the Olympics a few years ago with the badminton players. 8 teams ended up getting disqualified because they were trying to deliberately lose against each other. And one of the funny moments of that was that both teams were trying to lose the match, and they were both making terrible mistakes. It made it completely obvious what they were trying to do. All 8 teams got disqualified from the event. If you're watching an event and you've turned up to see an arm wrestling tournament, you've driven there, you've got the time to go and see, you're excited to see people compete, and you go to watch a match. This should be an exciting match. These guys are both really good. They're strong, and one guy deliberately loses, and it's very obvious that he just deliberately lost. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth as a fan. You've just gone, well, he's manipulating the rules, and I understand the strategy behind it. Win at all costs, that you're going to have a harder match with this guy, or you were going to lose anyway. But you're not seeing the bigger picture. Is that if the sport wants to get to a certain level, to a mainstream audience, or to a high level that it's at the moment, these actions will stop it from happening, because people will see that. They will come along to see the event and they'll go, that guy didn't even try. He didn't even try, and I've wasted my time coming in here to see this. It's like, I wanted to get a better match to get on the start. Well, I don't like it. I don't like it whatsoever. Give your best effort in your match. I will never, ever lay down against anybody. If you're arm wrestling me in a match, I'm going to give you everything I got. I don't care if it's the semi-final and I'm going to be completely gassed for the final. I don't care. I'm still giving you my best effort. I expect other people to do the same against me. If I was in a position where I got to arm wrestle a really strong opponent that was way above me, and it was early in the tournament, and they've just laid down against me, they've robbed me of the opportunity to have a good match or a potential learning situation from their skill. Oof, I don't know. I don't like it. I'm trying to make that obvious. Um, it's a frustrating aspect of tournaments, and I can see, as I said, the manipulation, the strategy behind it. If you're trying to help your countrymen or you're trying to help your team, but it's incredibly frustrating. As a fan, as an audience member, as a person that wants to grow the sport, these elements are the things that will prevent it from getting to the higher levels. Your thoughts? I don't know. Let me know. Thanks.
That's a man!